Good morning, honorable judge and fellow debaters. As the government side, we strongly support at half past 6 a.m. school start rule for high school students in Indonesia. We understand that for many this sounds like a harsh adjustment, but our support is grounded in three core principles. Preparation for real life, enhance academic and personal productivity, and creating more efficient structured society. School is not just about textbook and exams. It is where life habits are built. Waking up early is not a punishment, it is a gateway of becoming a more responsible, disciplined, and successful person. And real world preparation and personal discipline. Let's be honest. In the real world, most jobs and responsibilities begin early. Office open at 8, morning shifts start even earlier, and university classes can start at 7. So why delay this training? If we expect our youth to grow into productive citizens, we must align their habit with reality. The earlier students begin developing consistent routines, the better they will adapt to adult life. Early school schedule teach time management, prioritization, and self-discipline. A student who wakes up at 5 a.m., prepare their belongings, eat breakfast, and arrive on time to school is building a valuable life rhythm. These aren't just habits for now, they become long-term characteristic of success. And then about cognitive and academic benefits. Students from neuroscience show that cognitive functions like memory, attention, and problem solving are strongest in the first few hours after waking. Starting school early allows students to use their brain powers when it is present. Important subjects like math, science, and critical reading should be placed in the early schedule when students are mentally ready. Moreover, early school time reduces sluggish afternoon hours when students are more distracted and tired. Let's not forget that students are already waking up early for other purposes, religious activities, family duties, or sport practice. If we apply this to academic, we maximize learning capacity. And then the time efficiency and holistic student development. Starting at half past 6 means school ends earlier, possibly by 1 p.m. This opens up more productive time in the afternoon. So students can practice in extracurriculars, homework while still fresh rest earlier, or help their families. Right now, school ends late and homework tries drag into the evening, result in stress and late sleeping. This early schedule brings balance, not to mention in cities like Jakarta, traffic is much lighter before 6 a.m., meaning commutes are shorter and less stressful. This helps both students and working parents. A more efficient time means more energy and engagement overall. It's about the point is about social discipline and national efficiency. Beyond individuals, we need to think of society as a whole. If we start school earlier, it naturally causes society to sleep and rise earlier. This affects family routines, traffic distribution, even public transportation scheduling. Over time, this creates a nation that values time, structure, and productivity. Many successful countries in East Asia and Europe begin school early, and it correlates with a culture of punctuality and performance. We cannot become a competitive country if our students will wake up at 6:30 and rush through the day. This policy set the foundation for a more ordered competitive Indonesia. And the opposition might size teenagers and more sleep. But the problem is not school time, it's poor time management. Many students sleep late because of phones, games, or bad habits. The real solution is not delaying school, but education about healthy sleep habits. Teenagers are not incapable, they need structure. We should lower standards to fit laziness. We should raise support to encourage maturity. And this motion is not making life harder, it's about making life better in the long run. We believe students, families, and the nation will benefit from the half basic school rule for stronger habits, better brains, and a more efficient society. We proudly support the motion. Thank you. Good morning, honorable judge and fellow debaters. As the opposition team strongly reject the idea of starting high school at 6:30 a.m., while the government finds it is a character-building exercise, we see this policy as disconnected from science, harmful to student well-being, and unfair to disadvantaged population. Students are not military recruits. They are growing adolescents with real physical and mental needs. Discipline is important, but not when it's sacrifice health learning, like quality and equality. And about sleep science and adolescent health. Teenagers have different biological clocks. According to sleep research from the American Academy of Pediatrics and WHO, adolescents' brains are wired to fall asleep late and wake up late. Forcing them to wake up at half past four or five goes directly against their biology. Chronic sleep deprivation leads to depression, anxiety, low academic performance, and weakened immunity. A student who cannot focus or stay awake in a class cannot be disciplined or successful. Instead of helping students grow, this rule punishes them for their natural rhythms. We should build policy around biology, not battle against it. And about academic performance and cognitive function. Contrary to what the government claims, early start times actually reduce academic performance. School and in the US and UK that experimented with later start times report higher GPA, better attendance, and better test score. And why? Because students were well rested. When teenagers are forced to function while still half asleep, their brains literally cannot process or retain information effectively. Instead of helping learning, the health basics rules disrupt it, and inequality and impact on rural or poor students. This rule hits hardest for the students who already have it tough. Students in rural areas or low-income families often have long commutes, over 1 hour by foot or public transportation. Starting school at 6:30 means leaving home by 4:30 or earlier. It also means skipping breakfast like in the dark and traveling without proper supervision. Meanwhile, well-trained students in urban areas sleep comfortable and get driven to school. This policy creates greater inequality and punishes students for being poor. That is not what education is for. And then it's about safety risks and practical barriers. Let's talk about safety. Streets in many areas are dark before 6 a.m., especially for girls. Harassment, theft, traffic accidents, and poor visibility are serious risks. Parents cannot always accompany their children to work schedules. Schools are not prepared to open their gates at dawn, and teachers also suffer from sleep loss. These policies create chaos in the morning routines, not about structure. And the government argues that this is how the adult world works, but school is not the adult world. It's a preparation space, not a factory. We can teach time management without damaging student health. They also blame students for poor sleep but ignore the real issue: too much homework, family chores, social pressures, and about a culture of overwork. Students need rest, not more rules. So, in a conclusion, this policy causes more damage than benefit. It disrespects biology, increases inequality, lower performance, and risks student safety. A better Indonesian starts with better care for its young people. For all these reasons, we strongly oppose this motion. Thank you.